election season, the CIA must recalibrate their propaganda media wings.
Just remember all the good the Purge does.
This year, they are terrified.
Well, what kind of journalist are you?
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual Purge.
Run.
It will be the most epic purge in history.
I purged to keep my country great.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Our superpower on this program is that we are alive and we pay attention, and that allows us to pattern recognize across the political landscape and to generally predict the future, or at the very least tell you what's about to happen. And, well, we were paying attention 10 years ago when President Trump said this at a rally when nobody even thought President Trump was for real running for president, right? Everybody thought that it was a hoax or it was some type of scheme for him to get money. Ladies and gentlemen, President Trump told us the future.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more.
Trump was freaking right about that. Are you tired of winning yet? Here's all 7 swing states, the popular vote, and 312 electoral votes to Trump. Here's the House, called for Republicans. Here's the Senate, called for Republicans. And ladies and gentlemen, we are, of course, in command of the majority of states in the country, in governorships. And so it is a wonderful day to be alive. Can't get more sick of winning, but we actually will try. Here we go. Inside, Trump and Tom Homans, the new immigration czar, border czars, plan to deport millions of migrants. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Canceling asylum claims, ending birthright citizenship, restoring the Remain in Mexico policy, ending temporary protected status, shutting down the super gangs, and enlisting the police and military. Can it get any better? Oh yeah, it can. And it will. Many in government are worried about Trump's return. The DOJ, they're terrified. This article goes into how everyone is self-deporting from the bureaucracy in Washington, D.C. Listen to this. Everyone I've talked to, most lawyers are losing their minds. The fear is that career leadership and career employees everywhere are going to leave or they're going to be driven out. Oh, yeah, baby. You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Scott may well be our next Senate leader and one of the biggest victories for President Trump after Trump's major victory that effectively showed that the entire country is on our side. President Trump won every conceivable demographic group except for nerds. But not like cool kind of nerds, like the annoying nerds. Not like nerdrotic, right? Or critical drinker, but like the real freaking nerds. Smarmy, white, overeducated cuckmen. That's who Kamala won. White dudes for hairs. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winning continues. Winning continues as MSNBC may be sold at auction, as all of their shows crater an average of 50% in viewership. On election night, 25% of the cable network's usual viewers chose not to watch, instead turning to creators like us. Fake News Inferno, MSNBC viewership is gone, and Comcast looking for a potential sale of the company. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's heading up to Capitol Hill for the first time to level a beatdown on Republicans who won't get in line. Kash Patel is being floated for CIA director. Elon Musk is endorsing that. And CNN is planning on doing mass firings. Okay, that's just a quick preview of everything that's going on right now. Oh boy, here we go. CNN is planning to wield an axe on its highest paid staff and talent. Oh boy. After dismal election ratings cap off a disastrous period for the cable news network. According to an explosive report from Puck News, network executives will unleash sweeping layoffs in a bid to save the network's failing reputation. This comes after the departure of Chris Wallace, who was fired yesterday. He says he's leaving. No, he's fired. His ass was fired. And amid reports, senior stars like Wolf Blitzer and Jake Tapper have been denied raises. There's no mention of who may be on the shopping block. The highest paid stars include Anderson Cooper, who makes $20 million a year. Really? Anderson Cooper makes $20 million a year. Freaking why, exactly? Nobody watches his show. More people watch our show, streaming for free. Okay, then the Anderson Cooper. So why? What does he do? And by the way, he's already a Vanderbilt, so he's already got money. So he should do the job for free. Aaron Burnett makes $6 million a year. Aaron Burnett. Caitlin Collins makes $3 million a year. Jeez. Okay. In the next few months, I'm told that CNN will implement another round of layoffs and will impact hundreds of employees across the organization. CNN had a recent 100-person layoff in the summer. Fresh round of firings, insider said, will be geared towards production side of things. As a result, reporters and correspondents will be required to cover the slack, they said, describing how on-air workers will be asked to assume more of the responsibilities handled by the team of producers and production assistants. I think it's interesting because we had a show in cable news, right? We quit in order to do this. I made a bet here, and I think that bet is paid off, thanks to you. But I will tell you that these people are the most pampered, dumbest, single-celled organisms in the country. They can't live without their prompters. They can't live without their ideas being fed to them. They have no idea to actually do news. Like, we do the show, we do this entire channel with a handful of staff, like 10 people, and never do I ever have a prompter. I've never had a prompter ever on this channel. So, that's at the very least, you might not like what I say, but at the very least has the capacity to critical think. And what they're saying here is that the on-air talent will be required to do some critical thinking and some actual work, right? Like building the studio. Like, we built this studio ourselves. Redundant assignments will be nixed, and various divisions will be reduced or eliminated. Some on-air talent is likely to be affected, they went on to reveal. Sources who spoke to the reporter, who worked at CNN for years, this is the guy who founded Puck. He worked at CNN. Or Dylan Byers is the guy they're talking about. The new CEO, Mark Thompson, the former New York Times boss, brought in to overhaul the network that is under Warner Brothers Discovery parent. It goes on to say that ratings have fallen more than 20% since CNN fired its last leader, a guy named Chris Licht. So CNN down bad. Breaking: CNN stars, hundreds of staff are on the networks. Ratings continue to tank. Yeah, everybody's laughing their asses off. Can you believe these people get paid multi-millions? Like, who is that? Who are you even? What is an Aaron Burnett? What does that even mean? So much winning. Not tired of winning. The W's just keep coming. It's glorious, says ALX. Seeing the same media members who trashed and demonized all of us losing their jobs is a chef kiss. CNN is preparing to lay off its so-called talent. Jake Tapper and Wolf Blitzer denied raises. What's the blame for the layoffs? Nobody's watching them. Instead, people are watching this channel, so thank you. CNN is going to axe their top people. This is completely glorious. I cannot believe what CNN is paying some of these hosts. How has that even been allowed, given the garbage dump in ratings, says Meghan McCain, who used to have a very lucrative job on The View. CNN is cutting their host. MSNBC is being put up for sale. MSM bloodbath. CNN is laying off their top stars, beaten by X. I think that's amazing. MSNBC tops CNN on presidential election night for the first time in history. I think the funniest part about this is that people were tuning in to watch the meltdowns. MSNBC for sale. CNN just announced massive layoffs. Maybe you should stop demonizing the nation. Maybe you should stop pushing hoaxes. Maybe you should stop saying that half the country's garbage, Nazis, fascists, clutching your pearls when a comedian tells a joke about Puerto Rico. Like, who the F cares? Like, grow up, actually. Actually, you know what? I take it all back. Don't. Do exactly what you're doing, because every single day this program and this channel grows stronger, and you bleed your audience to us. We drink your milkshake. Your base are belong to us, and it's so glorious. Couldn't finish this story without leaving you the single greatest compilation of President Trump owning on CNN. Trump went live on CNN and ate. Here you go.
Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying.
He attacked Caitlyn as a nasty woman because she was trying to get him to answer a question.
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
With his false familiar claim that the 2020 election was, quote, a rigged election.
When you look at what happened during that election, unless you're a very stupid person, you see what happens. A lot of the people.
The day after a 9-person jury of his peers in New York found him liable for sexual battery and defamation and ordered him to pay writer E. Jean Carroll $5 million, he made fun of her account of her sexual assault.
What kind of a woman meets somebody and brings them up, and within minutes you're playing hanky-panky in a dressing room, okay? I don't know if she was married then or not. John Johnson, I feel sorry for you, John Johnson.
Mr. President.
This is a fake story, and you don't want to give it credibility.
And the falsehoods kept coming fast and furious about the January 6th insurrection, about the threat to Vice President Pence, about Pence's ability to overturn the election, about COVID, about the economy, and more.
And they were breaking into the Capitol, smashing windows, injuring police officers. Why did it take you 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did. Oh, let me pull it out. I have to pull it out. So if you look at, on January 5th, the day before, I said, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. Stay peaceful. This was the day before, and this was in the form of Twitter. Now use Truth Social. I think it's far superior, okay? I hope everybody's on Truth. If you look January 6th, this is before 2:30. I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. This is right after, as it was happening. But what happened is they took it down. I don't know why. I think they took it down because it was so good. They didn't like it being up there.
And many in the audience laughed.
And applauded.